head on down and try to get a tag put in. So next time I come in, I'll break it up in 3 trips. Trying to get this thing adjusted so it's setting right. I can't see it. I'm not in a mirror or nothing, but I'm pretty sure it's pointed right. Okay, this is the bottom of the canyon. This is awesome. Walk down here just a little bit. You can see how steep it is. Super steep. That's where I seen the bear. I filmed the bear down there. I don't have a gun with me today. I brought a stick in, and I brought my hunting knife. Hopefully we'll be okay. Looks pretty spooky actually. We're overcast. Hold this camera here so we can take a look around. I do have some firecrackers I brought with me just in case. We'll set a few off just to make sure everything knows we're coming. I'm going to dig them out of my pocket right now. I'll fire off 2 of them. And they're pretty loud, so everything should know we're coming. I'm just looking for my lighter. I got a million pockets here. Okay, I'm going to light these fire. I'm going to climb back up here just a little ways. You've seen this tree many times, and this one. This is where I start out. I've got my compass with me. I'll take a reading. I'll take a shot right now. I want to head north. There's my compass. That's my compass right there. So we'll take a reading, a shot here. Okay, that's where we want to go right there. Let me see if I can get a good spot here. Okay, if we shoot from this tree, okay, I'm just turning the dial on. It's got a little dial. Excuse me. Wow. Got into something. A lot of fern out here. Probably some leftover pollen or something. Okay, I'm going to take a shot here. So we're actually headed northwest. So if I come back southeast, we should be all right. Looks like I see some degree marks on here, 50-50. So we're right in the middle, or real close in the middle of north and west, and south and east. Let's get a shot of this. Got a little thing right here, a little cutout on the top, just to kind of shoot something, but I can't see a tree, so we're just going to head on in. I'm going to leave this right where it's at. I'll remember it. Okay. Put that back. I keep this inside my rain gear. I got my rain gear on today just in case. I forgot my flashlight, so hopefully we don't get stuck out here in the dark. Otherwise, wherever I end up, I'm gonna have to stay. Okay, I'm gonna fire off a couple firecrackers, let them know that we're here. See, they're pretty loud. These will actually, you can throw these in water and they'll burn underwater. They're crazy little fireworks, little firecrackers. Okay, I'll fire off. I tried to light them both at the same time, but one went off, and I don't like to hold them in my hand and blow your hand up. Okay, now see, that should do her. Now everything knows we're down in here, and I'll be talking the whole time too, so they'll hear us coming. The worst thing is just keeping quiet, and then you'll sneak up on something, and they think you're hunting them. I mean, something snuck up on me in the woods and freaked me out too. I've had it happen many times. So I got my knife. I've showed this to you before. It's a dandy. That's a big knife. And I'm going to tape it to a stick I got here, so I got a spear. You know, nice to knock brush down with, defend yourself. Okay, so we're going to head on down here. This should be pretty cool. Love this GoPro. My other little camera I can't film unless I'm standing still. Just too much movement in the camera. I've headed down this way many times, so I got kind of a beat-in little trail right here. You can see where I've went around this tree many times, alder tree. Like I said, see the broke off stuff? That's what I'm watching for. I don't want to stand underneath any of that stuff just in case she comes down. It'll come at you so fast you can't move. You can't run down this canyon, or you can jump to one side or the other, but you don't want to be getting in trouble down here. So I'm going to head down, try to stay in the straightest line I can, because I'm going to lose that V cutout once I get down here a ways. I won't be able to see it. Then we'll pull the compass back out, take another shot. Now this is really, really, really steep here. I try not to fall. Everything's so dang wet. You can see that. That's where I slid just a little bit. You'll slide. You just got to keep your legs together. You spread your legs out, you can tear yourself up. Okay, now I see that tree over there that I want to head towards, and that's probably where that underground creek is coming out. I can see it. I'm going to try to make my way down to it. Like I said, we don't want to get too carried away and go too far. I only want to go in about an hour. I hope it's less than an hour, because that's 2 hours round trip. And that takes quite some time to get back out. You can see where I slid down this before. This is some real dangerous shit right here. When you're 58 years old, you don't want to get injured down in here. It'd take forever to get you out. So I'm going to go to the side of that slide. I'm walking sideways, getting a good foothold. See, I'm getting a good foothold before I move again. Usually put my right foot out in front of me, and I'll bring my left foot right down where I'm standing with my right foot. And that'll keep you from sliding down. You can push the material down. You can see I got a pretty well beat-in trail here. Whoa! See, I almost took a spill there. See, I tripped over that damn stick right there. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay. This is slicker than snot right here. So I'm going to put my left foot down first. And I'm going to switch around. And hopefully I can slide down this a little ways without getting hurt. I like to grab some of these ferns right here. See, now we're sliding right now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad at all, because I know how to slide on this stuff. See where I slid? Only a little, about 4 feet, and you can see that mound up there where I took a good set before I started sliding. Sliding real good. I've never skied or anything, but I'm real good on my feet. Now here's one that's real dangerous that my buddy got hurt on last time. So what we'll do is kneel down just a little bit, and see, we got her. Now we're heading on down. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. There's a place to climb up. I've climbed up that before. I can see where I went a long time ago. I'm going to try to stay on this trail that I got beat in. But then we're going to lose this trail here real fast. Once we get down to the bottom, now see that slide, look at that over there. Something's tore that all to hell. I don't know what did that. See that bark all over? Could be a bear tearing into that. And these trees right here, you know, it's stuck in there pretty good. I see it's wedged in on that little, that's a hemlock tree. And I won't get on these unless I see them wedged in pretty good. Because just so you get sitting on there with your weight, boom, she could come down. And then the log's coming down, hitting you, and you're dead. Okay, I'm sitting on the log right now, and I'm just going to hop right off of it. Okay. We're looking pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, there's that V cutout, and there's that tree. Now I see where I got to go. Okay, see that trail right down there? That's been beat in by bear. That's what we want to be careful. We don't want any encounters with any bear without a gun. You can see that, how steep that is. That's where I come from. There's the big tree. We did shoot the compass. And I left the reading on there so I can see exactly. You know, I know I'm not heading directly north. I'm heading northwest. Now this is where it gets really hairy. Okay, there's that tree and there's that cutout. So all I got to do is climb over the top of that. Then any luck, we'll be there in just a little bit. I don't see any problems yet. I don't see any animals. Not much down here right now. But I shouldn't say that because they can be hiding behind a tree. There can be anything go on down here. See, I smacked that stick on that tree. See if we get an answer back and let the animals know I'm coming. I still got some firecrackers in my pocket, but I want to save them just in case I get trapped at dark. You hear something coming, and then you can fire a firecracker off. Okay, that's really muddy, muddy, muddy down there. Super muddy. So let's go. Now we're headed kind of southwest. And I'm going to change direction here real quick so I can get down to the bottom. Doesn't look like anything around that I can see, but I'm sure everything's listening to me. Hope we can pick something up in the GoPro. You never know. You never know what's just standing there. See, that's the top right there. That's impossible almost to climb. I've climbed it before, but what a bitch. So we're not going to attempt that today. Okay, this is pretty steep right here. You can see that. Don't want to see, I slid just a little bit, but not too bad. And I'm ready to pull my other foot because you don't, like I said, you don't want to get stretched out. Okay, we're down in here. Now we're in cougar country. This is where the cougar are and the bear. So we got to be super careful that we don't get ourselves in any kind of trouble. Just kind of filming this hillside, then when I get back I can take a look at the camera, see if anything was following us. It's amazing that as many animals are down here and there's not a whole bunch of tracks. That just blows me away, but there's so much stuff on the ground, leaves and sticks and twigs. You just can't see the prints. Now there's a print right there. That's old. That's probably deer. You can see where he slid in. I'll see if I can find some better tracks of the deer. See, now all these are old. This is old deer tracks. Now that's probably my footprint. That looks like one of my boot prints. Okay. Now I can see where we're making the mistake here. Once we get down and get by that tree, I thought it was up against the wall, but it ain't. See, that's what will throw you off. Super, super hard to see that from the top. This is really saturated. Now there's a place you don't want to be up there. That's where that cougar's den is. He's in that stump right there behind that tree. You can barely see it, but I don't see him around. And this ain't good, being right next to his den, but I have no choice. This is the way down. So I'm going to jump off this big log right here. Ugh. Okay, see that? That's a pretty good sized piece of cedar. We're almost down to the bottom of the creek. I'll get back home and see how long it took. I did that in record time. I'm an animal. So there she is. That's where it goes around that knoll. If we climb that down, I'm not too sure what the hell's going on here. That creek, we may have to go. This is really, really wet and nasty in here. You can see where I went across before. You just don't want to sink down in that. We'll go across it pretty fast so we don't get stuck in the mud. Okay, made it. Ugh. Okay, we're looking pretty good now. Let me get across this stuff here. That's salmonberry. That's what grows in. I can't see nothing. Now, what do we got? Okay, there's the two big trees we climbed down to and then climbed over that. I just can't believe I followed this down. That creek goes up one way, the other one's underground. So, where are we making the mistake? I do not know. Okay, what do we got here to get to the creek? I think I'll head down this way and go directly to the creek so I can see that. I may have to do an aerial on this. I may have to get a hold of somebody and see if they'll fly me in and see if I can figure this out. This is crazy. Okay, if I came down that, there's the two big piss firs. I came down to the bottom and I'm damn sure we climbed over that knoll. This is just nuts why I can't find this damn thing. It should be right here. Now that's awful wet right there. I can't get down, so I'm gonna go to the right here. See if I can make my way down to the creek. Pretty muddy in here. That's that cutout I crossed up above. It's a lot wider across up above. That's why I couldn't get across it. Okay, we're down by the creek now. Like I said, she's flowing pretty heavy. And if we follow the creek around and go up, I'll try to go to see. I thought those trees right there were up against a bank, but they're not. And we should be able to see that split in the creek. I've been on the other side of this. This is just so crazy how this ground has changed on me. 25 years ago, it looked totally different. But a lot of the stuff is down now. We're beating our way on down to the creek here. Now, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're to the bottom of the creek. And I'm damn sure if I followed that up, I filmed that from a distance, that tree. That might be a hemlock. Yeah, it's a hemlock growing out of a cedar stump. That's pretty cool. But here's the creek. It's beautiful. Let's see if I can get over to it. Just a little drop off right here, not too